no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. Now this is a solicitation to evil. There is the world, the flesh, and the devil that work in concert against us because there is a traitor that lives within. There is that fallen nature. You are not to reform that nature. You are to crucify it. And I know Christians that spend years trying to reform the old nature. It is more vile now than it was the first day you get saved because it has been constrained. Don't reform it. Don't send it to a rehabilitation program. Crucify it. There is a new nature in you that is not akin to those temptations, but there is that traitor within. So he says, in a solicitation to evil, he changes the word from testing to temptation. Let no man say when he is tempted, not if, when, I am tempted of God. And I have people come in here, they fall in adultery, fall into sexual sin. Why did God let that happen to me? Oh, cut me a break, will you? Doesn't God get enough bad press on the media? You got to help out. You're the problem. God's not the problem. God's the answer to the problem. It's remarkable he saves sinners like us. God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. It's not in him. He'll send a trial, but not a temptation. Every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. So we're going to pick up here with this idea next week. I want you to read ahead. And as we come to this, the wrath and the anger of man and the solicitation to evil, realize it is because a problem we have. In fact, I just went through this yesterday and today with my kids for some reason, the younger ones. Wayne Mack made a great point years ago when he taught at the church. And he's talking about child raising, but he made an application. And he said, if you squeeze a tube of toothpaste, what do you get out of it? Toothpaste, right? Why do you get toothpaste out of it? Not because you squeezed it. You get toothpaste out of it because toothpaste was in it. If mustard was in it and you squeezed it, you'd get mustard out of it. The reason you got toothpaste out of it is because toothpaste was in it. And the idea is we get squeezed, but the reason the junk comes out is because the junk's in there. When Jesus got squeezed, none of that came out. When you and I get squeezed, the venom that comes out is because we were born in sin. We were conceived in iniquity. And those of you that have been abused, you've grown up in abusive families, some of us have all of these things that we say, this is the way, this is why I am the way that I am, this is why, and that frustration and anger and baggage, it's justified in the sense that they were unjust circumstances that squeezed you. But what came out is what was in you, bitterness and unforgiveness and hate. And those are things that need to be repented of, not blamed on somebody else. And if all of that hardship caused you to come to Christ with your life and get saved, better to have grown up in an abusive situation and now have eternal life than to live your life with a silver spoon in your mouth and go to hell when you die. Thank God you're here this evening, however he did it. The junk that comes out is the junk that's in whatever squeezes you, and we will be squeezed. Those are the trials. The temptations, they make an appeal to the junk that's within, to the toothpaste. You understand what I'm saying? So read ahead, because we'll move from trials to temptations to anger, and we'll see what James has to say to us.